Hey y'all, Halfmilesniper here, and we're back on our home range again now. Made it back from Raton, and well, we're gonna check zero on the 6 Creedmoor today, and we're gonna do a little something different involving playing cards. It'll be interesting, I think. So, y'all sit back, kick your feet up, enjoy the ride. Alrighty, so we are set up target-wise. My truck is in the shop right now, and most of my gear is in my truck. So I do not have any dots. So I just drew a dot that's probably maybe 0.6, a little over half an inch. We're going to check zero on that dot. I don't know if I'm going to do it with 1 shot or 2 shots, but the scope is set to 0. So for those who don't like the fact that I'm not hitting the dot, I should be on the dot. And then I want to put 1 shot on the ace of hearts, 2 shots on the deuce, 3 shots on the tray, and 4 shots on the 4. My aim points are the hearts. And my goal is to hopefully put my shots on the hearts. So, rare treat. I'm going to actually have the scope dialed to hit where I'm pointing rather than losing my aim point. I'm only going to do 1 shot per heart, so I won't be losing any aim points. Still got some setup to do, but I'll bring y'all back in a moment once I'm ready to go. And for those new to the channel, this is my 6 Creedmoor that I built starting from a Solus Action. It's fitted with an EC tuner brake. It's sitting in an MDT Oryx chassis. It's currently wearing a Vortex Venom 5x25. I have MDT ground pod, MDT external weights, MDT vertical grip, a JKL bag rider, and I mount my Garmin when we're here on the range so I can keep track of my velocity. Okay, let me finish getting set up. Alrighty, y'all. Well, the last time we shot this rifle was in Raton. It was at the Buffalo at 1,123 yards in that screaming wind. We probably don't have more than a 0 mile an hour wind here today, but quite the difference. Oh, do I have... I might still have wind on here. We'll find out. Let me take it to 0 and see where it hits. Yeah, it was 3/10, which that may have been the wind I put on when we checked 0 last time, or checked 0 at Raton, I should say. I have it on 0 right now. I've got 3 rounds for cider, and we'll see what happens. So, like I said, my truck's in the shop. All my dots are in the truck. I thought I grabbed everything, but nope, I left the dots sitting on the back seat in the envelope. So I've got a circle drawn down there, or a dot drawn down there with Sharpie, and that's going to be our, our aim point for our ciders. And then we're going to move on to the heart cards and see if I can put rounds on the hearts. Okay, ears in, eyes on. Cider rounds ready to go. Yep, I needed those 3. 3 left was what was 0 was. Oh, and that first shot was 2831.1. We gave it 1 more tenth. . 2817.6 on the second shot. .2847.2. So our sighter shots gave us an average of 2832, extreme spread 29.6, standard deviation of 12.1. And if we look down there, my elevation's been perfect. I had 3/10 left on the scope, which I thought was wind dope. So I took back to 0 and I hit pretty far to the right. Put 3/10 back on, got just about 3 o'clock off the dot. Put 1 more tenth on and we put it in the, looks like pretty close to center from here. That's got the barrel warm. And now, before I do some serious work, we're going to take a shot of accuracy juice. These hearts can't be very big. You know what? Before we shoot that, I'm going to go grab the calipers. I want to see how big the hearts are so we know what the size our target is before we start shooting. Okay, well, these hearts are 0.45 inches wide and just about 0.45 inches tall. So they're under 1/2 inch, but they're misshapen. So if I get low on the heart here, I have a much narrower target. If I get below the center line, my target is only 0.21. So I've got to watch my elevation closely. And then if we look here, that was our first shot when I took the 3/10 off. I put the 3/10 back on, hit here, put 1 more tenth on, and I'm just right of center. So my aim point is probably going to have to be like right there. Maybe. We'll see. Interesting. Okay. We just hoofed it on down there. Y'all saw the hearts I'm going to be aiming at are 0.45 inches wide at the widest point and 0.45 inches tall at the tallest point. If I let the sights dip below, or let the reticle dip below into that bottom third of that heart, my target becomes only like 0.21 inches wide. So I much prefer to have an aim point and let the bullets fall where they may and group up. But for today's exercise, which I have no idea how this is going to turn out, I've got to hold an aim point and hopefully put my rounds on those little hearts. Going to be a challenge. I'm not going to call out my numbers. We're just going to run the whole string. We will be starting with the Ace of Hearts. And for a change, I'm actually dialed up to 25 power. And I believe I'm going to have to hold probably left edge of that heart, just because I hit slightly right of center on my last sighter shot. Well, I should not have held to the left. I should have held straight on. Let's try that again. This time on the 2. Getting sloppy on my catches. Oh, that heart's upside down. I think that one caught a corner of the heart. We'll know better when we get down there. Let me tell you, I don't usually run the scope at 25 power. At 25 power, I'm seeing my heartbeat in the reticle. And we're going to have to take a break for a second because I see that this battery is just about dead. We are going to drop our magazine and I'm going to change the battery, bring you right back. Okay, quick battery change. We are back in action. We are continuing on the 3 of hearts. So as I was saying, with the scope dialed into 25, I am seeing my heartbeat in the reticle. It's very disturbing. That's just like when I shot Eric Cortina's rifle on his Ethical Hunter Challenge number 3. I dialed his scope down to 10 power to at least give me the impression of a little bit less wobble at 500 yards on that deer target. Okay. Center heart on the 3. Ah! Rush that one. Put this brass up, and then we will move on to the 4. Might as well give my heartbeat a little bit more kick into that reticle. Okay, continuing with the 4. Whoops. I did want to catch that. Guess I thought I was at a match and not worried about catching. Ah! Man, did I jump the trigger on that one. I gotta tighten it up a little bit here and try to at least do better than 50%, I think. Well, that was a challenge. From here, it looks like I went 70%. Missed the heart on the ace of hearts because I rushed it. Not sure exactly what I did on that middle 3, but obviously I rushed it. On the 4, I jerked the snot out of the trigger, but the others look like they're in there. And our 13-shot average for velocity was 2841.7 with a standard deviation of 18. And this was all 107 Sierra Match Kings being pushed by 38.6 grains of H4350. So, let's go recover that and take a closer look. Wow. Let's dial this down. I don't need to be up on 25 no more. And all my video today is being shot off my Sunway Photo T2840CK lightweight 4-section tripod. It's a really good tripod. Check out Sunway Photo in the pinned comment below. They are an affiliate to the channel. Alrighty, so that was our first shot because I took the windage off that I had on, which I shouldn't have. Put it here, added one more, and we put it right there. Then we went to town. Because I was hitting just a hair right of center, I held out here Dummy me, I shouldn't have done it. I should have held on, and I missed. Figured out my stupid mistake. We got a hit here, and we got a hit here. I'm touching the red. Got a hit there. I let it move a little bit. Let the heartbeat or something get to me. I don't know. Can't miss by much more, but I missed. We got a hit there. Got a nice hit there. I jerked the trigger. No doubt about it. I jerked that trigger. And we got a hit, and we got a hit. So I went 70% on those 0.45 inch hearts. With them being narrow at one end, they're kind of like the diamonds. And as we know from my last PRS match, I hate diamonds. And I think I'm going to title this, we're going to call it the Halfmilesniper Playing Card Challenge. I think that's what we're going to do. And here's the rules, just like I did. Let me pick this up. 3 siders, 4 cards, ace, deuce, trey, and 4 for 10 shots. 1 shot on each. At 100 yards, rifle of your choice. I don't know if we need a time limit. I just ran with the gun. I only took one break to change the battery. Everything else was done as we were running. So I'll have to go back, watch the video, figure out how long I took to shoot those 13 rounds, and that'll be everybody's time limit. I think it'll be fun. Yeah, Halfmilesniper Playing Card Challenge. Pretty cool. So yeah, I didn't know how I'd do. It was a thought that came to me while I was driving back from Raton. Rather than trying to split a card, which, looking at the ones I hit, I was hitting exactly where I was aiming. One of these days I may have to try splitting a card at 100 yards. But for right now, the challenge is 13 shots total, 3 for siders, ace, deuce, trey, and 4. 1 shot on each. I don't care which suit you use. I was going to use diamonds, but I used all the diamonds for splitting cards with the pistols. So I went with the hearts. But y'all can use whatever suit you want. Shoot it, video it, put it up, at me. I don't care if you at me or not. I'll probably see it. But yeah, I think that's pretty cool. It was tougher than I thought, and overthinking and jerking the trigger caused me not to do 90%. This one here, I can chalk that one up probably to the heartbeat or the load. I don't care, but this was me holding wrong, and that was me jerking the trigger. Y'all give it your try. So, yep, good to see the rifle maintain 0 on its 1,100-mile trip back home. I ran that turret up and down quite a bit between the last few matches and shooting the buffalo. And I think now it's probably going to be about time to try doing a tall target test to make sure it's still tracking true. But that'll be for another day, for another video. As always, grabbing some accuracy juice. Halfmilesniper reminding y'all, stay strapped or get clapped, carry everywhere you can, get a CCW if you need one. It's getting crazy out there. And with the number of courts all of a sudden supporting the Second Amendment, and the Supreme Court probably going to be supporting the Second Amendment on the assault weapons ban that's before them now, especially in light of the fact that we now have a circuit split between California and the Ninth Circuit and New Jersey and the Third Circuit. Thank you, New Jersey. Never thought I'd say that, but thank you, New Jersey. Things are looking good for us, and that's just going to torque the weirdos off more. So keep your head on a swivel, folks. I need to quit flapping my gums. I got things to do today. I appreciate y'all hanging with me. As always, Half Mile Sniper reminding you, stay safe, keep shooting. We'll catch you next time. Send it. Hit.